Welcome back to B&B for Phone. Today is a spectacular day to dive into the most explosive drama Los Angeles has to offer. We have some absolutely massive casting news that is about to shake the very foundations of the Spencer and Logan families, and trust me, you do not want to miss a single second of this breakdown. According to the latest bombshell reports, the incredible Kelly Sullivan is officially joining the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful, and she will be making her grand debut as Darcy Dylan, the mother of our resident mysterious troublemaker, Melissa Dylan. Can you believe it? Just when we thought the suspense surrounding Will Spencer's love life could not possibly get any more intense, the writers are throwing a massive wrench into the machine. Darcy is coming to town, and she is not just dropping by for a casual family visit. She is here to fiercely protect her daughter, and that means she is going to be stepping directly into the line of fire. Let's be honest with ourselves for a second. Katie Logan Spencer has been on an absolute rampage lately, hasn't she? She has targeted Dylan with a level of ruthlessness that we haven't seen from Katie in years. Katie took one look at Dylan and immediately sensed that this girl was bad news. A calculated gold digger with a hidden agenda aiming straight for the Spencer family fortune. Katie has been warning Will, teaming up with Bill to investigate Dylan's shady past, and doing everything in her power to push Will back into Elektra's arms. But here's the surprise. Katie's aggressive tactics are about to backfire spectacularly because Darcy Dylan is not going to sit back and watch her daughter get bullied by a Logan. When Darcy arrives in Los Angeles, she is going to go toe-to-toe with Katie, setting the stage for one of the most epic, matriarchal rivalries in B&B history. That's crazy. To really understand the magnitude of Darcy's arrival, we have to dive deep into the twisted psychology of Melissa Dylan. This is a girl who arrived in town wrapped in a tangled web of lies. She lied to the woman who raised her about being homeless just to cover up her actual circumstances. She even introduced herself to Wyatt Spencer as Nancy to hide her true identity. Dylan is desperate, cornered, and highly manipulative. But where did she learn these survival skills? Where did she get this ruthless drive to infiltrate a wealthy family by any means necessary? The answer has to be Darcy. I completely believe that Darcy is the mastermind behind Dylan's behavior. Darcy isn't just a concerned mother. She is likely the architect of Dylan's chaotic life. Imagine the suspense when we finally see the dynamic between this mother-daughter duo. Are they partners in crime? Or is Dylan actually terrified of her own mother's expectations? And you won't believe what happens next when Darcy and Katie finally end up in the same room. The tension is going to be thick enough to cut with a knife. Katie is fiercely protective of Will, driven by a terrifying maternal instinct to save her son from a toxic manipulator. But Darcy is going to match that energy completely. Darcy will fiercely defend Dylan, likely throwing Katie's own messy past right back in her face. I absolutely love a good catfight, and this rivalry is exactly what we need to cure this slow-paced plot we've been dragging through. Katie thinks she holds all the power because she has the Spencer billions backing her up, but Darcy strikes me as a street-smart survivor who knows exactly how to play the game. The psychological warfare between these two women is going to be television gold. Who do you think will win this war? My money might just be on Darcy, because a mother with nothing to lose is the most dangerous creature on earth. But wait, there is a massive plot twist that we absolutely have to consider here. We know that Bill Spencer has been working with Katie to dig into Dylan's background. Bill even gave Will a speech about finding other fish in the sea in LA. But what if Bill's investigation uncovers something he never expected? What if Bill already knows Darcy Dylan? There have been wild rumors circulating that Dylan's parents might have a secret connection to Bill. Imagine the absolute shockwaves if Darcy comes to town and it is revealed that she and Bill had a passionate, secret affair decades ago. Amazing. If Bill and Darcy have history, this would completely paralyze Katie's mission to destroy Dylan. Bill might actually find himself caught in the middle, torn between his loyalty to Katie and his undeniable, explosive chemistry with Darcy. It would completely flip the script and leave Katie entirely isolated in her war against the Dylans. Let's take a moment to talk about that insane fan theory that has been setting the internet on fire. For weeks, fans have been speculating that Dylan might actually be Katie's long-lost biological daughter, seeking revenge on the Spencer family. So, how does Kelly Sullivan's casting as Darcy Dylan fit into this puzzle? Oh, it fits perfectly. What if Darcy isn't Dylan's biological mother? What if Darcy is the woman who stole Katie's baby all those years ago, raising Dylan as her own and poisoning her mind against the Logans and the Spencers? That would elevate Darcy from a simple protective mother to a top-tier soap opera villain. If Darcy is the one holding the darkest secret in Los Angeles, her rivalry with Katie becomes infinitely more tragic and emotionally devastating. Katie would be trying to destroy a girl who is actually her own flesh and blood, while Darcy pulls the strings from the shadows. The suspense is literally killing me. Now, we cannot ignore the tragic collateral damage in all of this, and that is poor Will Spencer. Will is already in a profoundly fragile state. He is heartbroken over Elektra, confused by his mother's aggressive warnings, and being manipulated by Dylan's calculated seduction. And let's not forget the terrifying rumors that Will's recent erratic behavior and aggressive outbursts might be symptoms of an undiagnosed, life-threatening brain tumor. If Will is physically and mentally collapsing, he is the perfect, vulnerable prey for a predator like Darcy. Darcy won't just protect Dylan. She will actively help Dylan trap Will. We already suspect Dylan is planning an Amber Moore-style fake pregnancy scheme. With Darcy in town, she will undoubtedly coach Dylan on exactly how to execute this massive deception. Darcy will ensure that the Spencer family is locked down, using Will's illness as a sick advantage to secure their place in the billionaire dynasty. It is so dark, but so incredibly gripping. And what about Elektra? She is currently fleeing Los Angeles to live with her Aunt Ivy, acting all high and mighty after dumping Will. Elektra was absolutely disgusted that Will and Dylan slept on the couch together, calling it an unforgivable betrayal. But let's be real. Elektra is a massive hypocrite. She threw Will away and immediately started making eyes at R.J. Forrester. However, when Darcy arrives and starts elevating Dylan's status, ensuring that Dylan becomes the new queen of the Spencer Beach House, Elektra is going to absolutely lose her mind with jealousy. Elektra's self-righteous attitude will crumble when she sees Dylan getting everything she ever wanted. Darcy will likely take immense pleasure in putting Elektra in her place. I can completely see a scene where Darcy confronts Elektra, tearing down the Forrester entitlement and defending her daughter's right to Will's heart. This is how you build successor characters who can carry the show for the next decade. Bringing Kelly Sullivan onto the canvas is a stroke of absolute genius by the B&B producers. We all know the history of replacement actors and how sometimes new characters struggle to find their footing. But Sullivan is a proven powerhouse. She has the exact kind of commanding screen presence required to stand face-to-face with a veteran like Heather Tom's Katie. The dynamic shift this brings to the show is exactly what we need. For so long, the Spencer family has felt invincible, dictating the terms of every relationship. But Darcy Dylan represents a wild card, an uncontrollable force of nature that cannot be bought off by Bill's checkbook or intimidated by Katie's threats. Just like the legendary rivalry between Stephanie Forrester and Brooke Logan, this new Katie versus Darcy dynamic is going to anchor the show. I am beyond thrilled because I love characters who shake up the established hierarchy. Darcy is going to bring a chaotic, unpredictable energy that will force all of our legacy characters out of their comfortable routines. So, how do I predict this massive storyline will unfold? First, Darcy will arrive right as Katie is about to expose one of Dylan's biggest lies, perhaps the truth about Dylan's secret husband and child that she left behind. Just as Katie goes in for the kill, Darcy will burst through the doors of Spencer Publications, shutting Katie down with a devastating piece of blackmail. From there, it will be an all-out Cold War. I predict Darcy will actually charm Bill Spencer, driving Katie to the absolute brink of insanity. Katie's obsession with destroying Dylan will morph into a paranoid obsession with destroying Darcy. And in the midst of this brutal crossfire, Will's brain tumor will finally cause him to collapse, turning this bitter feud into a desperate life-or-death battle for control over Will's medical decisions. It is going to be a masterpiece of emotional storytelling. The stakes have never been higher, my friends. The Bold and the Beautiful is setting up a storyline that intertwines deep family secrets, ruthless ambition, and the unbreakable bond between mothers and their children. Katie Logan Spencer thought she was just swatting away a pesky gold digger, but she has accidentally awakened a sleeping dragon in Darcy Dylan. The psychological warfare, the hidden agendas, and the impending medical tragedy surrounding Will are going to keep us glued to our screens for months to come. I cannot wait to see Kelly Sullivan bring this fierce, protective, and potentially villainous mother to life. Are you as excited as I am to see Kelly Sullivan in this brand new role as Darcy Dylan? Do you think she will destroy Katie, or will the Spencer Billions ultimately win the day? Let me know all your thoughts, theories, and predictions down in the comments below. Keep watching B&B for phone, and stay tuned for more explosive updates.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.